Assalamu alaikum. This is the future architect Wali. Today I'm going to chat chat GPT on our topic that's discuss exploring the connection between diet and mental well-being. Exploring the link between what we eat and how we feel is a fascinating field, often called nutritional psychiatry. The core idea is that the gut and brain are closely connected via the vagus nerve, and about 95% of your serotonin, a hormone that regulates sleep, also regulates appetite and mood, and is produced in your gastrointestinal tract. Let's go to ChatGPT and discuss this topic in further detail. Hello, ChatGPT. Hello, ChatGPT. ChatGPT. Hello, ChatGPT.
Help you today?
Today, I want to talk to you about exploring the connections between diet and mental well-being.
Oh, that sounds really interesting. There's so much research showing how what we eat affects our mood, stress levels, even cognitive function. Is there a particular aspect you're curious about, like certain foods or maybe a specific condition or mood?
Uh, I just want to have a deep conversation to start it.
I love that. Yeah, I think a good place to start is just by noticing how different foods seem to make you feel. Like, after a sugary snack or a big meal, or when you eat more whole foods and how that impacts your energy or focus. And then we can kind of branch out from there.
Can you let me know what's the gut brain axis, and how does it affect my mood?
Absolutely. So the brain gut axis is this super fascinating two-way communication system between your brain and your gut. Basically, your gut and your digestive system send signals to your brain through nerves, hormones, and even the microbiome, those gut bacteria. And when that balance is off, like if your gut's inflamed or if you've got an imbalance in those bacteria, your mood can take a hit. Things like anxiety, depression, or just feeling more stressed can be tied back to your gut health. So feeding your gut well, like with fiber, fermented foods, can actually help stabilize your mood.
Mm, very nice. Which specific vitamins are most important for
Yeah, I'm really
preventing anxiety and depression?
great question. So a few standouts tend to be B vitamins, especially B6, B12, and folate, because they're really involved in neurotransmitter production. Vitamin D is another big one. Low levels are linked to depression. And omega-3 fatty acids, like from fish oil, are also really protective for mental health. So a combination of those can make a big difference.
Can a healthy diet actually replace or support traditional mental health treatments?
Yeah, it can be a really powerful support for sure. I mean, a healthy diet on its own typically isn't a replacement for things like therapy or medication, especially in moderate or severe cases. But when combined, it can really boost.
What are the top five brain foods I should add to my daily meals?
Oh, great question. So, top five like blue oxidants and seeds, especially walnuts and flax seeds for healthy fats, and fifth whole grains like oats or quinoa. So you get a steady energy supply. Those really feed your brain.
How do fermented foods like yogurt or kimchi help with stress?
Yeah, so fermented foods are awesome because they full of probiotics. Those are the good bacteria that help balance your gut. And when your gut is healthy, it sends more positive signals to your brain, helping regulate stress and anxiety. Things like kimchi, yogurt, kefir, they all support a more diverse gut microbiome, which is really linked to better stress resilience.
Um, when we talk about hydration and irritability, is there any relationship between these two?
Yeah, absolutely. Even mild dehydration can really affect your mood. It can ramp up feelings of irritability, fatigue, even anxiety. Basically, when you're dehydrated, your body's under stress, and that can trigger a stress response in your brain. So, staying hydrated is a really simple but powerful way to keep your mood steady.
How does caffeine affect people with high anxiety levels?
Yeah, so it can sometimes even trigger a panic response. So, for people who are prone to anxiety, cutting back on caffeine or being mindful of how it affects them can make a big difference.
Can a deficiency in omega 3 fatty acids lead to brain fog?
Yeah, definitely. Omega 3s are crucial for brain health. They help with cell membrane structure and neurotransmitter function. So, if you're deficient, it can lead to things like brain fog, poor focus, even memory issues. Getting enough omega 3s, either through diet or supplements, can really sharpen mental clarity.
Does intermittent fasting have any proven benefits for mental focus?
Yeah, it does. Some studies suggest that intermittent fasting can improve mental clarity and focus. It seems to boost things like BDNF, which is a brain derived protein that helps with learning and memory. Plus, it can stabilize blood sugar so you get steady energy. Of course, it doesn't work for everyone, but there's some promising evidence.
By the way, I'm doing it too.
Ah, that's great to know. I'm really curious how it's been working for you. Have you noticed any changes in your focus or just overall mood or energy?
Uh, it was difficult at the start, but now I am uh, accustomed. It's good.
Yeah, that
I feel very light.
I'm really glad to hear that. It sounds like your body's really adjusting well, and hopefully it's giving you that clearer focus and a bit more mental ease throughout the day.
Why do I crave comfort food when I'm stressed? And is it actually
Comfort foods, usually because they trigger a dopamine release, so they give us that short-term feel-good boost. The tricky part is if it's all the time, those foods can lead to blood sugar spikes and crashes, so it's kind of a balance. If you can, pairing them with something nourishing, like a little protein or fiber, can help keep you more even.
can food allergies or sensitivities cause symptoms that look like ADHD or anxiety?
Yeah, they absolutely can. Some food sensitivities or allergies can cause brain fog, irritability, even restlessness, which can look a lot like ADHD or anxiety. So it's worth paying attention to how certain foods affect you. And if you're noticing patterns, it might be worth talking to a doctor or a dietitian to see if there's a link.
Thank you, ChatGPT, for very fruitful information. My viewers might be getting benefit from your talk.
I'm really glad to hear that. If you or your viewers ever have more questions or want to dive deeper into any of these topics, just let me know.